Hello. Today I'd like to share some thoughts on discernment, what it is and how it works. I think most of us are conscious of not wanting to judge ourselves or others so much, especially in these wildly chaotic and divisive times. How does discernment help us do that? Well, I've been practicing discernment for a very long time, and I was really excited and interested to find out that it was a yoga practice. Yoga philosophy says that viveka, or discernment, is a spiritual tool. So what does discernment mean? Discernment means perception without judgment. Wait, what? Yep. Discernment means looking at something and not judging it. That's kind of different, don't you think? You might say, wow, is that even possible, given our conditioning? But it is, I assure you. I have been practicing it for a long time. And it is possible. Now, yoga says that it's a very conscious, personal practice. But it gives us the ability to distinguish what is appropriate and inappropriate for ourselves. And when we can distinguish that, we have the ability to perceive clearer for what it is we want to do. So therefore, the practice of discernment is indeed one of those evolutionary tools for our toolbox, and very, very important for shifting us into the new reality. So many folks out there are just scared to death, living in fear, don't know what's going on, just confused as can be. And then there are those who are living in gratitude for all that is, connecting themselves at the heart level, living in coherence, working on staying balanced. And for those of us who are paying attention to the forces at play in the universe, it's time for us to put our discernment hat on in earnest and keep it on for the foreseeable future. Now, I understand and I know that the practice of discernment is not an easy practice, believe me. Because of what it is, it's just not easy. Yet when we think about what discernment means, looking at something without judgment means we're not making it right or wrong or good or bad. And this again gives us the ability, seeing things as they are. Oh, I see this, I see that. Not, oh, this is wrong and this is right and this is good and this is bad. No judgment. And when we practice discernment, it takes us to a level deeper than our ego giving out judgment, right? And when we do this practice, depending on what we are seeing and feeling, we know whether something resonates with us or not. We can look at the value and quality of something and decide, does this resonate for me or not? Not necessarily is it right or wrong or good or bad. Like duality has conditioned us for years, huh? But does it resonate with me? And what resonates with me may not resonate for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just is what it is. We are all sovereign beings. And that's what gives us the ability to do the practice, understanding that we're sovereign. So as we go through these transitions right now, for the foreseeable future, discernment will give us the ability to be very careful about what it is we're listening to and following. And if you are following something, right there you might think about whether or not you're off the track. Because if you're not following your own internal guidance system right now, if you're not following your heart's knowingness, you might be off the track. So it's important that we follow our very own intuition at this time. We have the ability to discern everything we need to know. We have the ability to discern everything we want to be. And we don't need to be anything other than who we are, our true self, authentic self, being the change we want to see in the world. And with discernment, we're afforded that opportunity. So with eyes wide open, fully alert, paying attention to the forces at play in the universe, using the discernment practice with every twist and turn of events, because there's more on the way. Practice, practice, practice discernment. I know I am. Thanks for listening. Aho.